It's the weekly show about Pro AV with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary.
Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday morning if you're on the East Coast, and even earlier morning if you're on the West Coast. This is your weekly Pro AV TV show, rAVe TV, and I'm joined by a guest host this week, Emily Dean. Welcome.
Thank you, Steph.
Thank you for coming back after last time you did this.
Of course, I'm happy to step in whenever needed and jump on here with you.
Yeah, so Gary is actually at Envision, which is TD SYNNEX's event, and that is in Arizona. So it would have been quite early for him to join as he's preparing to go to that show today. So I asked Emily Dean to step in. So Emily, first of all, how are you? How are things? I know we are preparing to go to CEDIA Expo and CIX next week. Do you feel ready? Do you feel prepared?
Never. There's never enough time. There's never enough time, but you always get it done, right? Like, I mean, even when we're on the show floor, it's the evening before the show, and I'm like, how are these booths going to be built and ready by the morning? And you always get it done regardless of how long you have. If it takes 5 days, it takes 5. If you have 3, it takes 3. So no, but we're getting there. We're almost ready. Just some loose ends that we need to tie up, some content schedules, and putting things literally on our calendar. There's so much going on at this year's CEDIA Expo and CIX that are co-located. CIX is Commercial Integrator Expo, for those of you who don't know. It's the second year that it's co-located with CEDIA Expo. So I'm really looking forward to going.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot going on, a lot kind of happening all on Thursday, which is the first day of the show next Thursday. Just like 5 different events, like press events, all happening at the same time. So I'm going to kind of have to lean on the rest of the team the more than I have in the past to kind of help me cover stuff because I have not figured out how to clone myself yet. So maybe next year we'll invest in that. Maybe AI will somehow help me.
Yeah, exactly. So they have a lot going on, especially like you said on the first day. There's going to be a keynote. They've switched it up this year. I'm not sure whose decision it was, but we'll see how it goes. The keynote historically has been in the evening on the day before the show, I believe.
Right.
And so now they've switched it to the morning of the first day. Interesting keynote that I think will be on.
Yes, I have Abby going to that for me because at the same time, the Smart Home Press Tour is going to happen. So I will be attending that.
Yeah.
And right before that, Sony is going to be announcing something big at their booth. So I had to figure out how to go to that too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to that for like 30 minutes, then go do the Smart Home Media Tour. Abby's going to go to the keynote for me. So there's a lot going on. And if you would like to come, it's in Denver. Like we said, it's next week. The first day of the show is Thursday. We have your free, your links to get your free expo pass. And if you are interested in attending CIX, all education is complimentary as well. So you can come to like the day before, next Wednesday. There are plenty of panels and education happening. I am hosting one of those panels all about what is next in commercial lighting trends. This is going to be interesting for me because lighting is not something I know a ton about. So this is going to be a learning opportunity for me as well. I literally did not have, I had one panelist until last week. I think everyone said yes. And now I have 6 panelists.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. So hard work.
That's going to be interesting. I'm actually going to attend that and cover that for rAVe as well. And just take some pictures of you doing your thing and whatnot. But the CIX conference, it's packed. It has a lot of great education opportunities. And like you said, it's all complimentary. So come join us.
Yeah, come join us. Come get your free pass. Check it out. And yeah, like I said, the day before the show is when a lot of the education is happening, and that's going to be on a lot of commercial focused topics such as lighting. How do we work best? The IMCCA is going to be a big part of the education.
Mhm.
So David Danto, y'all know him. He's going to be heading a lot of that up. I know Tim Albright is going to be on a panel. A lot of the people you know and love in the industry are going to be involved. So it's going to be really great. I highly recommend checking it out if you're in the Denver area. Even if you're not, come on over. We're going to have a great time. And also, yeah, we posted a story just about a little bit of what CEDIA Expo is going to have. There's going to be some networking events. The Women in Consumer Technology are hosting a luncheon that is going to be on Thursday, I think from 12:15 to 1:30. So that's going to be a really fun event. And I think they have a networking reception before the luncheon. So that's going to be cool. CEDIA Awards ceremony is going to happen on Friday, September 6th from 5 to 7. And then, of course, directly after that, y'all can't miss the CE Pro All-Star Band every year. It's so much fun. So they're going to play some Rick Springfield, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Foo Fighters, all you dads out there, that kind of music, stuff you like. So it's going to be really great. And at the Women in Consumer Technology luncheon, it's going to have Sylvia A. Savito, who is the former CEO of Girl Scouts USA. So that's going to be a really awesome keynote that I get to watch when I cover that. So tons of awesome events to network within the residential and professional AV industries. So highly recommend joining. It's going to be so great.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I met with Carl Harvell last week and we recorded a video and we're going to play that for you because I wanted to know a little bit more about AVer's Phone 700. I saw this for the first time at ISE earlier this year, but AVer also brought it to Enterprise Connect, also brought it to InfoComm, but I really wanted to sit down and see how this works. So check out this interview. We're going to play that next. Hey everyone, and for this next segment of rAVe TV, I'm very happy to announce that Carl Harvell has come to be our special guest for this episode. Welcome, Carl. How's it going?
Oh, things have been going great. We've been kind of making progress over here at AVer with a lot of different announcements. And it's been having a great time.
Yeah, you guys have been busy. So I wanted to bring you on today because we're specifically talking about the Phone 700. I believe I saw this for the very first time at ISE, saw it when y'all brought it to Enterprise Connect, and then you guys brought it to InfoComm too. This has been a really big product for you guys this year. So I wanted to just maybe get some more information and a little more hands-on idea of what this product is and what it does.
Awesome. Yeah, the Phone 700 is one of the latest developments that we've had with audio. We've been making audio products for a long time, between the video bars that we've had, the Phone 540 boundary speakerphone that we've had. But we found that a lot of people were still mounting those speakerphones. And so what we decided to do was make an audio system that not only would tie in together all of our cameras, but make for an easy installation and a simple but yet effective AI audio system for the $1,699 price point, which has been very lucrative for people.
Yeah, very cool. So tell me a little bit more about the AI functionality.
Yeah, so this audio system has been designed to work with a simple plug and play installation, but also setup. So, I'm going to actually share my screen right now just to give a really quick example of how it looks with the Phone 700. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it, but the great thing about it is that it has noise suppression, AI noise canceling, intelligent steering of the microphones, gain control, all the main functionalities that you would want in a conference room to be able to plug in not only your laptop, or a Microsoft Team room or a Zoom room, and be able to deliver rich audio quality that essentially frees up your table. So where all you have to do is just walk in and enjoy a meeting. So the great thing about it is that with this phone 700, if you looked at our website, there's a little hub that that attaches to a speakerphone. Now, these speakerphones have been able to be ceiling mounted. So when you install this, you could mount it with either a ceiling mount, suspension mount, or VESA mount. But the speakerphone has 18 microphones, beamforming microphones built into it. All you have to do is just plug in the RJ45 connection back to that hub that I showed a little bit earlier. And if you wanted to, you could daisy chain 3 other speakerphones. So you get 4 speakerphones all together and pretty much get a 9 to 12 foot pickup range of one of the speakerphones, depending upon the height of the installation. So
that was going to be my next question for you, is like, what size room is this recommended for?
Oh yeah, no, we're aiming to get certification for this between Zoom and Microsoft for the small to large conference rooms, because you'll be able to set it up in different configurations. And that's one of the great things about this. Like I mentioned, you could have one speakerphone connected up, or one ceiling speakerphone connected up with RJ45 connection, another RJ45 connection to the other one. And so that makes for not only an easy install, but if you look at that hub that we've had, you'll notice that there's also 2 USB ports and an HDMI out port. And so like for this connection that I have right here, or this setup, I got a Cam 570 setup connected to that DSP hub. I got the HDMI monitor out connection. So all in all I need is just this one USB cable to my laptop for a BYOD solution. And now I have not only a great camera connection, but I got this audio that essentially would pick up in a medium-sized room. So the room that I have here is a medium-sized room. And if I were to get up and walk around, you would be able to hear the audio quality pickup range of it. And so you might hear me bring up a little bit up and down on this, but if you notice within this room, and there's smooth walls everywhere. Normally, when I plug this in, make no adjustments, turn everything off, you can hear reverberation. I think you guys were kind of hearing it a little bit before. But yeah, it's just a capability with this phone 700 to be able to block out the sound waves bouncing off the walls and then going back, so you don't hear that reverberation.
That's actually really helpful, because if you are presenting to the rest of your company and you're the type of person that likes to stand and pace a little bit while you're giving your presentation. Yeah, me too. I hate to sit still. I'm always fidgeting. So it's still going to pick you up. Like, everyone who needs to hear you is still going to be able to hear you. And it seems very simple to use as well. A lot of conference rooms, it's not people like us joining, right? It's going to be people who aren't as well versed with all of the AV in a room. So it's very nice that this is just very simple. They can plug in and just, it works.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one of the main goals that we had with this, was simple installation, simple administration of it, but then have great audio quality with it. Compared to the Shures, Sennheisers, Yamahas out there and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to match up to that. That's professional grade quality there. But, considering now that when you connect up like a Microsoft Teams room, Zoom room, or even using the desktop app, there's processing power that's happening all over now, from the cloud to the desktop with noise suppression, all that kind of stuff. But what we're doing is that we're expanding processing power out to the edge of the devices, between the cameras and the microphones or audio systems. Now you'll be able to enjoy things like audio fencing, audio tracking with one of our cameras that we have, but also tie it all together to spread out the processing power.
Very cool. Well, my last question for you, and I think you mentioned this before, is where can people find more information about the Phone 700?
Oh, you can check out our website at www.averusa.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Carl. Appreciate you hopping on here for me.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much again to Carl and to the entire AVer team. They are a lovely sponsor and partner, and they have been very good to us here at rAVe TV. So make sure to go check them out, AVer USA online and all socials to see more about the Phone 700. So, Emily, let's talk about some news. Ahead of CEDIA next week, Leon Speakers debuted the universal frame style mount for thin TVs. So this is the Edge Flex frame, and this is made to transform any ultra thin TV into a work of art. So very similar to the Samsung frame, but instead of the TV having to be a Samsung frame, it can be any thin bezel TV, and this just is made to go around it, which I think is a really, really like lovely idea.
Leon is one of my favorite booths to visit at CEDIA Expo. Their designs are just really clean and sleek, really functional too. I remember last year they had a frame that when you pressed a button, a piece of art came down and covered the display.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that this is a good idea. It allows to get that look without having to be committed to one manufacturer, one display brand. So I'm excited to see this in person.
Yeah, same. And they have, I think, another frame solution that goes over your speaker bar as well. So they have like a ton to just make it look really uniform. And I think the frame that they have for the speaker bar, even if your speaker bar is like, let's say 5 inches like smaller than your TV, it will go over it and extend so the two edges look flush.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, very cool. Definitely check out that story. The full one is on rAVe Pubs. So also new company-ish. So Blue Square launched Blue Square X. So this is all about experiential, immersive technology experiences. So Blue Square is a digital signage solution provider. Blue Square X is this new business unit dedicated to that experiential, immersive technology solutions. This is like right up Gary's alley because he has been saying for a really long time that he wants people to think of digital signage as experiential. So I knew that he would be really excited about this new leg of this company. And so he actually talked to, I think his name is Shannon, a little bit about what this leg of this company is going to be, what this is going to look like. So we have a clip of that interview and we'll roll that for you real quick.
Same face, same person, new company. Tell my guests a little bit, tell my audience a little bit about you, because they probably know you from Prime View Americas, which you had a huge impact on LED in the United States over the years, and globally, I would argue. But what you're doing now too.
Sure. Yeah. So definitely, I had the pleasure of being in this industry almost 2 decades now. And, what started off as more of the mom and pop experience where, displays were starting to get cool, flat panels were cool, went from plasma to CCFL to LED, and then really got into the world of LED walls. There's so much that has changed over the last 3 to 5 years. And I think the world is now at a place where it's not just about go big or go home. It's about how do you create that experience that wants or that demands entering the space, regardless of the vertical. So essentially, what we're building at Blue Square. So Blue Square is an existing company focused really on the digital signage space, huge partner actually of Samsung on the distribution and specialty reselling. And in Blue Square X, we're really focused on expanding that experience. So it's not just about the LED, the interactive experience. It's the software side of things. It's the trim kit, the cladding, the framing. It's the content. It's everything that creates an immersive experience that says, wow, I got to get in that space. I want to go back to that office. I love that hotel. That's a selfie moment that like I have to share. Everything's about evoking a certain experience and emotions out of a person when they enter a space that has a Blue Square element.
So if you want to check out that full story, that is on ravepubs.com. And also if you want to listen to that full episode of Rants and Raves, where Gary does the full interview. That's also at rAVe, and it's embedded in that story. So make sure to check that out. So back to some other news. Extron debuted a new product. This is the SMP 401 multi-channel 4K recording and streaming media processor. So this media processor is for any environment where you are doing a lot of live streaming, a lot of video recording, and you just really need something like quite robust. So this is 4K 60. It does everything. It captures, switches, scales, distributes all your AV sources and presentations. It's H.264 and H.265. And I think it's provides up to 5 streams concurrently. Maybe 5. No, I think it's 6. So it captures a variety of sources from its 3 HDMI inputs, 2 RTP, RTSP virtual inputs, and an optional 12G SDI input. So if you want to see that full list of specifications, you can go to ravepubs.com. So yeah, another one of our sponsors and partners that we are very grateful for is Legrand AV. They've been with us from the very beginning. And today we have a video to show you a little bit about Chief's Fusion Storage Cabinet accessory. So check this out. So yes, those are a few of the accessories that come with your Chief Fusion Storage Cabinet. And if you'd like to know more information, feel free to go to legrandav.com. So, Emily, we've got a lot of home AV news this time. So this next one is from a company called Ashindo, I think is how you pronounce it. If I've mispronounced it, I'm very sorry. This product is called, I can't decide if it's called like THE10 or the 10, but it's one word. But anyway, we'll go with the 10. And 10. This is
I think it's the 10. Yeah.
Yeah, the 10. Yeah. And this is the passive LED phantom voice speaker. So this is designed to manage the sound in kind of a narrow space. And it is designed as that companion for an LED screen. So this is going to be something that you're going to want to be able to, I think, put behind that LED screen so it gets the noise out even from that very shallow space, like mounted behind it. So the phantom in its name kind of refers to this internal DSP that allows the users to position the voice exactly in the center of the screen, even though the speakers are kind of mounted to the side. So it does have mounting brackets, and it can be ceiling or wall mounted at any angle. So then the DSP just allows you to angle the sound where it needs to go. And this is made for those quite small home theaters with like 1 to 3 rows of seating. So really those quite small ones, which 3 rows of seating in a home theater is still like big, but
I know, I was like, is that small? But when you think about it, of just the scale of everything that is within the home AV space and home theater space, they tend to be smaller, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like kind of comparing it to all of the home theater demos that I have done at shows like Cedia. And I guess they make those a little bigger so that they can demo it with more people, but they're usually like 6 to 7 rows of seating. So I'm guessing the like 3 is for like a normal person's home theater if you have that. But yeah, so Emily, tell us about the next story we have.
Yeah, so Nureva has officially launched the Nureva app. It's a web-based companion app for their HDL Pro series. So it was introduced back in June for beta, and now it's available for the HDL 310 and 410. And for those of you who have those devices, you can add this at no charge. And the app really offers a method for setting up and configuring the HDL Pro series, and allows you to connect it to modules or the local LAN network. And it's really tailored for those IT managers and integrators. Some of the key features: it's simple to set up. It has advanced configuration, so you're able to really kind of use the app how best fits your installation and really your use case. You can see the coverage map and the camera zones. Like Nureva is known for their microphone mist technology. So I'm assuming, I haven't actually played around with the app, but I'm assuming that you can see kind of those coverage patterns of what that technology, the mist, is actually covering. There's a lot of other key features. So go check out the story on ravepubs.com to stay up to date with the latest from Nureva. I'm sure that they're working on some things. It's crazy that this is going to come out of my mouth, but I'm sure they're already getting ready for ISE and everything else that's coming along with that. So I'm sure that this will be kind of a major showcase at the show come in February, in addition to some other technology advances from Nureva.
Yeah. Potentially a really cool demo opportunity for them at the show. So I'd be interested to check that out. So, hey, Nureva, I'll stop by your booth at ISE and see it. But anyway, our last sponsor and partner of the day is Shure. And before I roll this commercial, I did want to say, so last night, Chris Lyons of Shure, you guys know him, you guys love him. He has worked there a really long time. He sent out an email to, I think, a lot of people that he's worked with, including his coworkers at Shure, that he is retiring. Mm-hmm. And I'm so sad to see him go, because he is just one of the smartest, but also the nicest people in the industry. Just a really smart guy who loves microphones and is like so happy to talk to you about them. So yeah, really love him. And you guys probably recognize him from a lot of the commercials that we run, where he's always the crunching and munching in the meetings to show a little bit of how good that their microphones and technology can cancel out that noise. So he's an awesome guy, and I wish him luck and happiness in his future endeavors. I'm sure that he has some fun plans for retirement. So
yeah, he will be sorely missed throughout the industry.
Sorely missed. See what you did there.
I actually didn't do that on purpose, but
yeah, we're gonna miss him a lot. He's just an incredible guy. So just wanted to say that really quick. And yeah, so we're going to roll this next commercial from Shure. This is on their Microflex Advanced MXA 901 conferencing ceiling array microphone. Check this out. Okay, another company that has been busy at work developing all types of things is Sony, but Sony already makes a ton of stuff. So one of Sony's latest announcements is this 4K handheld camcorder, and it's really made for like a production type use case, but it's also added AI. So it's these models, there are two, have AI recognition capabilities, autofocus, a 20 times optical zoom lens, an ND filter, assignable lens ring. But yeah, so I'll be interested to see a little bit about what these AI functionalities can do. But yeah, Sony has really gotten big in the production space
Yeah.
lately. So I think this AI capability is mostly on like subject recognition, like
Mhm.
knowing when someone is stepping into the camera and potentially being able to follow them with that focus and keep them focused. But I will be a little bit more interested to see what this looks like potentially in a demo. So yeah.
Yeah, Sony was, at least for myself personally, Sony was the first company that really introduced AI with the camera tracking and everything in that aspect. So they're definitely leading the industry in that, and I'm interested to see where this goes.
Yeah, me too. Emily, do you want to talk about the new product from Show Me Cables?
Yeah, so Show Me Cables has introduced a line of what they're calling open frame wall mount swing gate racks. That's a mouthful.
That's a lot of words.
But this design features a hinged front gate that swings open 180 degrees and allows the integrators and installers easy access to rear cable management and equipment. They're launching 10 new models within this series. And unlike traditional wall mounts that we're used to, or those floor racks, this keeps the equipment tucked away close to the wall without needing to roll the rack forward, or rotate it to reach those rear cables. So definitely something that's interesting. I think that Gary's headline says that other rack companies are going to copy what Show Me Cables launch. So I'm interested to see it in person and kind of see it in action to just kind of understand it a little bit better. But yeah, if you want to learn more and see all of the specs, including the capacity options, you can go to our website. And the company says that it can hold up to 110 pounds of gear.
Nice. All right. The last thing we wanted to talk to you guys about is launch week 10. I know it seems like it is like, how are we already at 10 of these?
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane that we've been doing this for this long. But it is October 21st through 24th of this year, 2024. And you can go ahead and register, sign up, save your seat. It's going to be 4 days of content. We kind of switched it up this time. So Ed Tech Day is number 1. Experiential Tech Day is number 2. Home AV Day is number 3. And then we are ending strong with Pro AV Day. Really excited about Home AV Day. I'm going to be really paying attention to what is at CEDIA Expo. I think this is going to help inform. I mean, we've got a lot these sessions planned already, but it's going to help inform the questions that I ask during any and all of the sessions that I'm a part of. So really excited about this, you guys. And Emily, are we approved for CTS yet?
We are. Each day is approved for 2.5 CTS, CTSD, and CTS IRU. So
awesome.
If you attend live, you have to attend live in order to get the CTS RUs. But if you attend live and actively participate by taking our polls, asking questions, our backend can track all of that. You can earn up to 10 RUs in 1 week. So,
which is a third of what you need to renew every 3 years. So highly recommend joining if you can swing it. But yes, we do get questions. I get emails a lot because I am always like, ask me any questions you have, and people do. I do get the occasional email that is like, well, I'm watching it on demand and I want the CTS RUs. I have to be like, well, that is tough because you can't have them. You can only have them if you come live. We just don't have a way to track on the back end to give you the RUs when it's on demand. We only really have that capability when it's live. So that is why we do that. So yes, we hope you guys will join us. It is going to be our most successful and fun launch week yet. And yes, we do say that every time, but that is because we only get better with each one that we do. So
yeah, I'm excited for this week coming up in October. Go ahead and save your seat. Sign up now before it's too late, and then we will see you at launch week 10.
Yeah,
X.
sounds good.
The
All
logo.
right. Perfect. Yes, the logo is X, but we say 10, right? It's very Apple of us. It's very yeah. They inform a lot of what we do. So. Yeah. We're definitely fans over here. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Emily Dean, thank you so much for being my guest host today. Everyone tell her that she did a good job in the comments because she was such an awesome guest host. So everyone tell her how awesome she is. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week live from the show floor of CEDIA Expo. So make sure to keep an eye out. We're going live each day of the show. So that's going to be exciting also. Yep. So see you then. And yeah, bye everyone.
It's the weekly show about Pro AV with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary.